want to take a moment to begin this video and talk about this struggle we're having with this channel. It's really kind of the way that gun channels are interacting with Google and YouTube is affecting us, and it's affecting our ability to be able to produce content. So I want to take a moment and just ask you support us on Patreon, where a lot of the content we can't put here is going, and it supports this ministry. Not that long ago, there was a report of 500,000 rounds of ammo missing from Delaware, and specifically from Cabela's in Delaware. Now, when 500,000 rounds come up missing, I like to find out why, because it's interesting to report on. I think it's important to report on. I don't think really a lot of people do report on that kind of thing. I like to do that. So I always look into, well, where'd it go? Because 500,000 rounds to me sounds like an inside job. That's what that sounds like to me. Kind of a no-brainer inside job. But the answer of where those 500,000 rounds went to is really, it's incredibly disturbing. More disturbing than I think an inside job would be. Because Cabela's, as well as a lot of other stores, and I'm sure depending on which state and location that varies too, have this hands-off policy of shoplifters, where you just grab whatever you want, walk out the door, nobody's going to stop you. And as we've seen, there's oftentimes just like riots of people coming through stores, or so ultimately what's taking place is people are just going in and they would keep their ammo out, and people just take it. 500,000 rounds in 1 year. 500,000 rounds in 1 year. This is incredibly disturbing. And it's beyond the bullets. It's beyond that. It's more about this idea that somehow here in America you can just walk in and steal somebody's stuff and nobody's going to do anything about it. I mean, hire one guy that is willing to meet the person with fists and boots and zip ties if anybody wants to steal from that store. It protects the employees. It protects your product. It's disturbing that that's the result. 500,000 rounds of ammo. And of course, where did it go? Well, drug dealers, people that are just wreaking havoc in that neighborhood. That's where it went. 500,000 rounds. That's insane. This is, again, it's beyond the bullets. It's really beyond that. In New York City, it's rare that you can go into a drugstore and actually there's product on the shelf, because it's all been ransacked by people, because there's this law there that you can steal from people and you don't go to jail. Well, what do you think people are going to do? They're going to steal from you. It's just this whole, like somehow society's better if you just let people rob you. I think this is something that is much bigger. I tend to stick with guns and Second Amendment related stuff, so I'm glad that this came up in a way that it's meaningful and impactful to this channel and the people that watch it, because this has to stop. If you run a store, if you're the CEO of that store, just hire a guy or a girl who's willing to meet that person with some harsh action. And rightfully so. If somebody robs from you, of course you can stop them from robbing you. If somebody tries to lay hands on you, well, of course you can take them down if you want to. That's who you need working the front door. And there's a lot of people that would love that job. I don't think you have any problem finding people that do that. So that's kind of, I guess, I don't even know, I believe that's the only answer, is all these stores just need to say enough's enough. Protect your employees, protect your product, protect your image. Like, this is ridiculous. Don't let thieves just take from you because you just don't want to, hurt their feelings. Or, obviously employees should not be the ones that have to secure your product. Hire security. That's why they call it security. They secure stuff. Anyhow, that's my 2 cents on it. I'm going to stop. 500,000 rounds wandered around Delaware. Enjoy that. I want to take a moment and thank Jace Medical for supporting this channel. Having emergency antibiotics or your chronic meds on hand is one of the best preps you could possibly make. And Jace will provide you a year's supply from a U.S. doctor and a U.S. pharmacy. And those are prescribed to you. These aren't pet medications. And besides, pet medications aren't going to provide for your chronic meds, your blood pressure, your heart condition, anything that you could possibly think of. Jace Medical will make sure you have that on hand in case a storm just puts the power out, in case supply chains break down, whatever the case may be. It's the most important prep you can make. Any thoughts or insight, put it below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. Feel called to support this channel. The Patreon link is also below. But the most important part of this channel, we take prayer requests. Never hesitate to send that stuff in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. As always, love God, love your family, love guns.